This is Sullivan Adams giving you my latest video, but this video is not about one particular anime. This is a rant video about almost everything I know. Hope you enjoy it. Alright, let's start off with Japanese anime. What is anime exactly? You see, anime shows around of Japan animation is becoming in and out of Japan for decades. Many you've seen popular ones like Gigantor, some old school ones like in and out, like Speed, for example, Speed Racer, some of the classics. People have known about them for years, but the thing is, it's very difficult. You see, its popularity didn't start the anime boom revolution of the late 90s to early 2000s. We're talking Cardcaptor Sakura, Pokemon, Digimon, Sailor Moon, Gundam, all those shows became popular around that time. I mean, think about it. But that was in the late 90s to early 2000s. With 2013, the oil well is tapped. People know about anime all over the world, but we're still limited. They're limited. They're all limited. They're all unqualified, like in details. For example, like years ago, it's all about ratings. You can't put a show on while having enough popularity and backup for people to watch it. For example, there was this couple years ago on Fox Kids, when they were still around, they put this anime show called Escaflowne on it. But the thing is, when they put Escaflowne on, they put it in the middle. They only put 10 episodes, even though it had 26, but it was in the middle. They didn't even put the beginning on, so people, when they watched it, they became a little confused. And I know, and they didn't even announce it. They didn't have any commercials, no, nothing to back it up, and not even an ending. They just cut it 10 episodes, and it was just low ratings. You can't put something in the middle, without any backup, because if you just put it without the beginning, it's just gonna flop, and people are not gonna understand it. Also, you can't back it up, because for example, if you're watching a movie and it starts in the middle, you're not gonna know what happened in the beginning, and if it just cuts off, it just cuts off. That's because people don't get it, and people are gonna be like, what the hell? Also, people have been squeezing stuff out of anime for a long time. I mean, people think about it. I mean, anime. It is popular. I mean, there's Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, Fox Kids, ABC Family, ABC Kids. They all guaranteed it. I mean, for example, you can't put some show without any backup or support. The show, the network, Saban, the company that made Digimon also owns Power Rangers. I mean, and around the same time, Power Rangers and Digimon were working by the same company. They were owned by Fox, which also promotes Escaflowne. I mean, Escaflowne itself was only around for a couple of weeks, but they canceled it immediately because they didn't get what was going on in the beginning. And besides, with all the popularity it got from their relationship with Saban, both Fox Kids and Fox 5 were getting paid both coming and going. Think about it. You can't just put something on it without any background. You know how widely popular Digimon is and Power Rangers. They're owned by the same company. But without any backup from that, you're not going to get it. And they canceled Escaflowne anyway. In fact, I became curious about that particular show, so I did some digging, found it, and I got really into it. I mean, you can't just put something without the beginning. Otherwise, you're going to be with just screwed up questions and no shovel to dig it up. I mean, everybody knows about anime for years. I mean, even some of the most popular, they're still squeezing stuff out of anime today that's just popular. You can't squeeze new stuff out of old classics just like that for no reason. For example, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z Kai. Dragon Ball Z Kai is just Dragon Ball Z without most of the filler and just mostly canon. Canon meaning main story. And I heard of this from a long time ago. I mean, they even didn't put the Majin Buu arc. I mean, they don't want Majin Buu in there. I mean, it's mostly the beginning up to the Cell arc, and I gotta admit I enjoy it, but I watched it for nostalgia's sake, because I am a Dragon Ball and a fan of anime. But they keep squeezing stuff out of something like that. I mean, come on. For example, the original first 52 episodes of Dragon Ball Z, you know how the Goku changed after the whole Frieza thing? The thing is, they didn't have any American actors at the time. They didn't have any American So they hired Canadian ones to do the voice actors until they could find a replacement. Though keep in mind, I like the voices of Goku that I've known to watch for most of the years. The original Christopher Yost as Goku. But you gotta be honest, I did like the voice of the classic Goku, and I really enjoyed that. Even though they digitally remastered it and brought some of them back. But those are the classics, and I heard they released them this year. It's just Funimation making money off stuff. You can't just keep squeezing something out of that. Dragon Ball Z is fine as it is. I mean, it doesn't need any more flops. I mean, for example, they made a new Dragon Ball Z movie called Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. Can a Super Saiyan God really exist in this world? Can Goku and Vegeta stop the god of chaos and destruction? And can one exist? I've seen the movie. Goku got his ass kicked at Super Saiyan 3, and it's only just a few punches. How can you fight a god? What's this? Hope you give it all you got and don't get your ass kicked. And it even came up to Vegeta to do something like to stand away. He remembers that god of destruction because that guy could kill Frieza with just one blink of an eye, and even make King Vegeta. We're talking Vegeta's father back when he was a little kid, and Vegeta's father was still alive. He made him kneel before him. Come on, man. That means that he's just strong. I mean, eventually you know what I'm going with this. Think about it. Classic like Dragon Ball Z, you can't deny its popularity. However, there have been some flops with anime before. For example, Hollywood's adaptation of animation movies and tried to adjust it. For example, Dragon Ball Evolution, Street Fighter: The Rise of Chun-Li, The Last Airbender. The Last Airbender sucked so bad, M. Night Shyamalan should have just stuck to making horror film, because that film was the most horrible, soul-deadening piece of crap that I've ever seen. I went to jam one woman screamed out loud in the audience when I was in the movie theater. This movie sucked D, and I want my money back. It sucked that bad. In fact, the latest anime adaptation to Hollywood movie is Death Note that's coming up. That's right. We're talking Light Yagami, played by Zac Efron. What, you're serious about Zac Efron? We're talking the guy that we watched on Disney as Troy Bolton, the good basketball jock who won the heart of Vanessa Hudgens and became her boy toy until they eventually broke up. Troy and Gabriella never broke up in the movies, but you get the idea what this coming from. We're talking the nicest guy that we grew up on watching TV in the world. It's gonna become this guy who thinks that he's the god of the new world that could literally smite anybody with a pen and paper and just say, "You're dead." This guy, I'll pay money to see that just for nostalgia, because I am a Death Note fan. But come on. It don't be one giant flop like the last movies. Because if it does, I will complain. I swear to God, I will. But the thing is about anime is that it's widely popular, but we're still limited. I mean, there are no more. Most channels are still limited. I mean, there's the Anime Network, Funimation, but those channels are very few. I mean, their own company. For example, they don't have them on DirecTV. You have to have platinum subscription on it to get it for Cablevision, and also you have to get it for you to pay. Also, they don't know about Fios DirecTV, but I don't know anybody with Fios DirecTV. But the thing is, and then finally there's Adult Swim. I mean, Adult Swim with their symbiotic relationship with Cartoon Network is just, I mean, we know about the relationship. I mean, to be honest, it was technically Cartoon Network who promoted anime first, but they almost completely steered away from it. Why? Because simple. They kept promoting anime that people didn't want to see, and they kept paying Cartoon Network a lot of money to see it. Like, eventually they got money. Eventually they paid $10 million. They paid $20 million. They paid $30 million. You're getting what I'm coming with this? They eventually paid so much money that they got bankrupt and lost most. I'm talking about a certain anime company. I forgot. But you know what I'm coming up with this. And then there's the whole symbiotic relationship with the network. They're almost completely turned away, and now it's just Adult Swim doing some of the anime, and now it has Toonami on it. They're just doing it just to recap and get more audiences. But they can't survive on a relationship like that. I mean, I'm seeing every 2 years or so, Adult Swim is getting bigger, getting more time slots more eating away at Cartoon Network. Eventually, Cartoon Network is probably going to be consumed. But the problem is, Cartoon Network, it was widely popular, but nowadays they're promoting shows that just don't make a lot of sense. I grew up on Cartoon Network as a fan. I gotta admit, I've been a little disappointed in some of it lately. I mean, come on. Literally, I mean, you can't put some of these ridiculous shows that said most people to watch, some of the classic people to watch them. I mean, come on. The only way for that show, this Cartoon Network or Adult Swim to survive is either two things. Continue with their symbiotic relationship. Three things. It's only continue with their symbiotic relationship. Let Adult Swim consume Cartoon Network, or there's the last option. Get your own channel. Come on. Adult Swim desperately needs its own channel. I mean, think about it. Adult Swim president Mike Lazo has all this money. I mean, Robot Chicken, and The Family Guy, all the comedy. I mean, and think about it. All that stuff could be so much better for them if they just get their own channel. They can't share a channel forever. And I'm sure that some of the people of Cartoon Network would agree with that too. This way, they could do whatever they want. Some of Cartoon Network's audience may come back. I mean, think about it, because my perspective is all the new fancy channels that they're going, it's just a little ridiculous. And the same thing can be said for Adult Swim. I mean, think about it. Anime once a week for 6 hours, and not other than most of the funny stuff that we watch off of it. Come on, it'd be a better relationship for both of them if they got it that way. It's better for them that way, because otherwise, they're gonna consume each other, and things gonna get just sour over the years. They need to separate completely, spin off, get their own company, and without the money and support. All the money and support that they have, you gotta admit, it does seem perfect for them. I mean, the anime revolution was that, a revolution. But most people think that was just one time. Is there gonna be another anime revolution? I think so. We need another anime revolution, because most people, the young people, don't know what anime is. And several people who do are mostly underground. They don't communicate with each other, and only on a certain variety level. Personally, I would start another anime revolution if I could myself. If I had the opportunity myself to start, even start my own channel, my own company, just to make sure anime keep existing for 24 hours a day, my whole channel. But I'm just one guy, and one guy can do a lot of things, but all those things are just limited for me. I mean, think about it. I'm just one guy. I would have help. I would ask for help from other people. For Neverworld, Glass Reflection, Cicada in Toronto, the Black Web, Ione 7, New Mexico, all those guys. Even for Neverworld. Go to For Neverworld's page. You ever saw the term fake anime fans? Go to his page and look for that video, fake anime fans, on his playlist. Just to be honest with yourself about fans, this guy's a better reviewer than I am. I'm a rookie. I started this year, but this guy's a pro. He's been doing this for years. I'm talking serious stuff. Anyway, this is Solomon Adams giving you my latest review. This is a rant video about everything that I know. I mean, all that stuff. You can't promote stuff. Anime revolution, and most of the anime I talked in this video you can find online. You can go to my link, go to all my past videos, my links, and you can probably find all those videos I'm searching for I've talked about online. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for listening. Comment, rate, subscribe. This is Solomon. I was giving you my latest review. Signing off.